Hey guys, today I thought I would tell you about the book that I recently finished, Every Breath by Ellie Marney. I'm not sure if I said her name right, but it's a Sherlock retelling and it takes place in Melbourne, Australia, which I think is pretty cool. I love Sherlock and Sherlock retellings, so this was really interesting. It has I think some Australian slang and stuff like that in it, which is pretty fun. Like I said, well, maybe I didn't say it, I don't know. But the characters are high schoolers, so there's a lot of teenager shenanigans going on. Obviously, it is a YA novel, so there's all of that. I think one of the things that threw me was that the character who is portrayed as the Sherlock character, his name is actually Mycroft, and if you are an avid Sherlock Holmes reader, you just read or watch all of the adaptions, then that might throw you as well, because you probably have a very definite idea of Mycroft as a separate character or individual from Sherlock. The other things about it is that the Watson character is actually casted as a female, which I think is really fun and interesting. I know that has been done before, and when I noticed that this was done in this book, I wasn't sure how much I was going to like it, to be honest. I was a little afraid that I knew it started out with a romantic bent to it. There's no spoilers about that. It begins that way. And it did put me off a little bit at the first page, because it came on really strong and I wasn't expecting it at all, and I'm not really into romance in the first place. A little bit is fine with me thrown in, but I'm not gonna go and actually read a romance novel. Anyhow, I did end up liking it though. I stuck to it because I know of some other people who have read this book and really liked it, so I stuck to it, and I ended up actually liking it and liking the pairing and romantic side of it. Again, it was a little strong for me sometimes, but again, like I said, I'm not really into romance as much either, so it's probably not that strong to other people. They probably will enjoy it more than I did, and even I did like it. Excuse me. It was really, really fun, actually. I think characters had a lot of chemistry. My sunlight's going out. I'm sorry. My lighting is always either too much or not enough in this room, so I don't know what to do with it. Anyways, so yeah, the chemistry I think between the characters was really interesting. I actually enjoyed it and liked how it was done. The dialogue was great. I love good dialogue. Always looking for good dialogue. Another thing that I liked was that Sherlock was the Sherlock character. Again, his name was Mycroft in the book, but the Sherlock character was depicted differently than most adaptions give him. Most adaptions make him super arrogant, a lot of times purposefully mean and manipulative. The Sherlock character in this book, I don't know if it had to do with maybe how young he was, or maybe some of the things he's gone through, because he has a really hard life as well, but I'm not going to say he's kind, but he's kinder. He is more giving, and he gives Watson more credit than most Sherlocks do, I think. That might have to do with their being attracted to each other as well, but he is also seems more open to other people as well, not necessarily, I don't know how to put it, he's just nicer, I guess. He's not always purposely mean. He is really quirky and a very messed up kid. He's gone through a lot, so it's not going to be like a breezy, squeaky clean kind of book. They're, like I said, they're teenagers. They do a lot of typical teenage things that you think teenagers would do. They get into a lot of trouble, but I mean, it's a story, so it's a lot of fun to read about. I think if you've read it, one of my favorite scenes is this scene on the scaffolding. I really enjoy heights, so I liked that scene a lot. And it was just a lot of fun to see the tension and what was going on and how their relationship developed throughout that, and as well as Watson's tenacity. She's a pretty cool character as well. I like her a lot. I know Some people might, like a lot of people I know find Watson characters, or at least I have a friend who finds certain Watson portrayals as annoying, and they're always like my friend is always complaining that certain Watson portrayals hold the Sherlock portrayals back a lot. I disagree, and I think in this book particularly, Watson doesn't do that very often. I think she is more often more willing to help than she is to like hold him back. There was one character in there who, some of this character's actions I wasn't like, I don't know, it just seemed like, if you read the book you'll know who I'm talking about, but some of the things that this character did upon introduction seemed like it was only there for the shock factor of when they met this character, and I think that was kind of silly. Like, why was that there? It didn't make sense. But it's also possible that the author is going to bring that character back. I kind of suspect that the author will, and if she does, then I think that part of what the character did will bring up more for characterization later on, which would be nice. Again, I'm not really sure. I haven't read the rest of the series, but I do intend to read the rest of the series. I really enjoyed the book, and so when I first met the killer, I did know who the killer was, just kind of instinctively. I mean, if you read a lot, then you know how stories work. You know, you just kind of pick that up intuitively, and so some things you can't really be fooled about. But I didn't understand the killer's where the killer's motive came from, how the killer did it, blah blah blah, all of the circumstances surrounding it, and so I thought that was really fun. And we got strung along on a lot of red herrings as well, which were sort of plausible also. If you're a Sherlockian, I'm not even sure if I'm saying that properly, but if you're a Sherlockian, definitely check it out if you can. I definitely intend to read the next book, which I think is called Every Word. And let me know what you think about it in the comment sections if you have read it. Or if you have any other Sherlock retellings to suggest to me, I would totally love that, because I always love anything Sherlock related. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Bye.